A cloudy start, a foggy, even a little misty drizzle. And that's what happens when your temperature cools to its dew point. Can explain and see whether or not that's also an option for Friday morning. But first, let's talk freezing temperatures. Are we done this season? Well, so far we've hit the ocho. We've had 8 freezing mornings in San Antonio, and that's just about half of what we normally see, which is 15, and which is exactly what we had last winter. But look at the hill country. Compare and contrast our 8 to, if you're in Bernie, Kerrville, Bandera, you had 27 mornings at 0 Celsius or colder. And then the average last freeze. You know, this is what everyone's asking me. Do you think we're done? Is it time to plant? Well, February 24th, next week, this is typically the final day that we hit 32. That's based on about 30-year historic averages. But look at how late we've seen freezing temps, April 3rd. And you know as well as I do, we've seen plenty of good blue northers in March that have sent us down into even the 20s. So I'm not ready to say like we're done for sure. I don't think we get another hard freeze, but we could see another light freeze. Let's take a look at where this winter stacks up. It's 5th all time with an average temp of 58.1. Remember, that's 24 hours average temperature. And then rainfall, I was surprised this was 14. I thought we would have been top 10 driest with just 1 3/4 inches in the gauge. And that's having an impact. Look at this drought condition. Some of the worst drought condition in the United States is right where we live. Now, out near Big Bend, you can see one little pocket of exceptional drought. That's the worst case scenario. I really thought we were going to see some show up. This just came out today. It's released every Thursday. Now, deep South Texas, you see that pocket of exceptional, but this extreme drought area is expanding a little farther to the east. So now we're taking up all of DeWitt County, almost all of Lavaca County, and spreading even east of Victoria. When you get severe drought, let me just tell you this. When you get severe drought on the coast, I mean, that just tells you right there how exceptional this drought is. We've got severe drought condition on the Texas coast. I mean, literally just a step or two away from the Gulf of Mexico is in severe drought. Overlooking Calaveras Lake, it's a sunny afternoon. It does look a little hazy, doesn't it? Temperature is 84 with only a couple of high clouds. Winds are light and variable. Dew point about half of the temperature, 47, so it feels comfortable out there. And if you're heading out for Thursday night plans, no jackets required. I mean, we're going to be warm. You can see upper 60s as late as 10 p.m., mid 60s at midnight. You know, I always use 60 as that threshold of when you want a light jacket. We won't see that until maybe not even tomorrow morning. I mean, we might not even get that cool. All right, air quality. When we see that haze, I like to keep an eye on this. Yesterday we were green, today moderate, so it has gotten a little worse, but it's not unhealthy. All right, let's talk about the numbers. Overnight temperatures, you see, we're not even going to reach 60. We're going to go to about 65, maybe 64 for an overnight low to begin your Friday. Now, where that lands in relationship to the dew point is just about how much fog we see develop. We're going to get close. Upper 50s on a dew point is the forecast for tomorrow morning. And as long as the winds are light, we should see some more fog develop. In fact, visibility forecast got us down to about half a mile, very similar to what we saw this morning, and sometimes you get a little mist with this. So just be on the lookout, allow a few extra minutes on your commute. You don't want to be in a rush when it's foggy. Winds are expected to be under 10 miles per hour. That always helps. Oh, wait, let me go back to the winds because I do want to show you while we're here that we've got a cold front coming in early on Saturday. And that's definitely going to be increasing the wind speeds. Again, tomorrow morning, single digits, but watch what happens as we get through Friday. Winds won't be a concern, but here comes Saturday, 20-mile-per-hour gusts out of the north Saturday morning. That's the cold front. That's the big changes coming in over the weekend. But tomorrow morning, we start with the clouds, couple of spots of light sprinkles. Then the afternoon is sunny. Down to the south and west. Looks like we'll stay a little on the cloudy side. Look at how warm it's going to get down to the south and west, by the way. Let's rodeo San Antonio. It's rodeo season, right? 14-day forecast. We will begin with temperatures, again, staying mild for this time of year. Upper 70s to wrap up the week. But then we'll notice the difference behind the cold front on Sunday. Notice that winds, too, by the way. Saturday, Sunday, both 20 to 25 miles per hour north to northeast. But we've got 65 compared to nearly 80 on Saturday for the Sunday high. Then the real effect will be morning temperatures Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday, that average last day of the freeze, by the way, remember, 40. So that'll be the coldest of this air mass. And then we're back up to the lower to mid 80s by Thursday, the 26th, staying there until the next front on March 1st. In fact, long-range models are throwing some rain chances our way March 2nd, 3rd, and even 5th.